Hey, what's up? It's Josh Todd from Buckcherry, and you're watching CMS TV. Check it out.
Max Norman saying hello to me.
Right.
You know, that shit was nuts to me.
Yeah. But yeah, just you know, and I felt the same way when I met Eddie Trunk. I was just like, this is Eddie Trunk. Jesus Christ.
Do you still feel that way?
Well, you know, speaking of that, since I you know, caught your show on Monday with Eric.
Sure.
And he talked about Eddie being at the Las
Chris
Vegas.
Angel.
Yeah,
the Chris
Angel gig in Las Vegas. It was funny to hear Eric talk about that. He says, yeah, you know, I've been part of Steven's band for 20 years.
Right.
And this guy has been out at, you know, umpteen shows.
Right.
Never paid any attention to me at all. Never gave me the time of day. And now he comes over, hey man, how you doing? Everything good? I've told the exact same story that you know, over the years when I've seen Eddie, he never gave me the time of day. But now when I see Eddie and I don't give him the time of day, he comes over and it's like, hey man, good to see you. Are you doing okay? Everything good? How's everything, man? You know, that kind of thing. And it's like,
right.
And I listened to Eric tell that story and it just made me laugh. I actually laughed about that. I was just like, yeah, that's exactly how it went. You know?
Yeah. Dude, how, you know, it may not, because you don't know the guy, you probably didn't get how impactful Scott Bowling trashing him was. Scott Bowling, who was my guest, he's a podcaster for people that don't know, and he's really high end. Like if you watch his shows are definitely.
I know, you talked about the camera work, and the thing is the Scott Bowling spends a shit ton of personal money.
Yeah, like $5 to $10 grand an episode.
I know. And again, I don't know Scott as far as his background or what he does or what kind of, you know, income he has and whatever. But, you know, obviously he mentioned the fact that the wife is getting on him for, you know, what is this netting us? You know, that whole thing. And I get it. And the thing is the way that you guys spoke about his programs. And the work and the editing and the camera work and getting certain guests and providing craft service for everybody and food and you know, all that kind of stuff. He spends a lot of money on his passion.
He does, yeah.
If you want to call it a hobby or a passion or whatever the case may be. And I know that you spoke with him about, you know, are you marketing your show to like Axios and so on and so forth. But it's clear that this guy spends a lot of money in what he does because he believes in what he does.
Absolutely true.
And, you know, and he talked about bringing people to his home, his studio, be it Eddie Trunk or anybody else that he wants to interview, and brings them in. And
he flies them in. He flies them in.
I'm trying to say, bring them in, flies them in, whatever the case may be, provides them with accommodations.
Yeah.
You know, food, drink, you know,
it's like booking a concert for this guy.
Car service, all that kind of stuff to bring them to and from, and all that kind of a thing. You know, he provides all that like a promoter. You know, and the thing is again, I don't know what his financial situation is.
He's successful or has a successful background.
And this kind of reminds me of the guy who started Dead Daisies.
Yeah, probably not at that level, but certainly he's got
a similar attitude, though.
Yeah, exactly.
What I want to do, so I'm going to get the top-notch guys. I'm going to test this. I'm going to do that, and they do.
Yeah.
And I did watch that interview. He seems like a very cool guy, very laid back, very easy.
Yeah.
He just likes what he does.
He does. And the fact that he is that way, like I've talked to him, off show a bunch of times too. He is not the guy that is ever going to throw any kind of real heat at anybody. And he threw some real fucking haymakers at Eddie Trunk.
Yeah, he did. He just was kind of like put off by the attitude.
Yeah, and the comparison I think was good when we compared him to Jose Mangan, who's the nicest guy in metal. Just him saying, yeah, Jose came and he brought CDs and they were all signed. He gave me this and he couldn't wait to be there and he almost missed his flight because he was hanging out. And then Eddie comes, he's looking at his watch and he's like, when do I leave? And, how long do we have to do this? And I was like, damn, I really didn't expect Scott. I really, I didn't expect confrontational guy. And he wasn't really confrontational the way he said it. But he really told it like, man, this guy was a dick. He really kind of put it all. That was my read. Is that how you read it when you were watching it?
Yeah. Yeah. And the whole thing about Scott, and again, I don't know the guy at all, but the fact that he actually watches this show.
Oh yeah.
As well as your other,
my other junk.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But I think what I was I don't know what the word I'm looking for, that I was surprised about is that he was actually quoting things from this show.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, well, you're an actual watcher. You actually watch or listen. Yeah.
Right.
Because he made mention that, I watch a bunch of shows. I watch a bunch of them and I watch what other people are doing. And I kind of want to learn or maybe borrow something from that or whatever the case may be. And that to me, I was flattered by that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like, who are we? You're the one with the fucking $5,000, $10,000 a month or an episode.
Yeah,
we're happy if we've made $10,000 in our fucking entire 27-year run.
Exactly.
I doubt we have.
Right. But he seemed to be a pretty cool guy, just kind of laid back. Again, don't know him at all, but but he was cool to come on the show on Monday with you and Eric and just chit chat it up a little bit and kind of give a little behind the scene look as to what he does or what he provides or how he logistically what he does to get guests on his show.
Yeah, it really was quite amazing.
And good guests.
Yeah, I mean, dude, to his house, he's bringing, okay, well, here's the guys from Korn. Here's the guys from Limp Bizkit. Here's POD. I keep mentioning those three because only three are coming to my mind for some reason, but he's had all kinds of guests and they're all name guys. And it's like, damn, how are you doing that?
What I had to laugh about though, even a guy like that who obviously is successful,
right?
He had to sneak a pinball machine into his house undetected from the wife. From the wife.
Yeah. Yeah, the wives are a real pain in the... Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.